Welcome to this review of the limited edition live-action Belle doll. This is from the Disney Store. I just knew it was only a matter of time before they did the 17-inch tall doll of this yellow gown that she wears. She is from Disney's live-action movie, Beauty and the Beast. Emma Watson plays her. When the live-action Cinderella movie came out, Disney Store did the 17-inch version of Lily James, the actress that plays Ella. So this is the second doll, live-action doll that they've done so far of the 17-inch limited edition. And what I notice is that both of the boxes have the handle on the top, this ribbon handle. See your feather design on top. It's a little hard to see, but you can mainly see this part. And the design of the box is very beautiful. You can actually see Belle's silhouette right there. The rose and the crystal dome. Beast head. You can see the ballroom scene. I'll remove the plastic part here. This is in two sections. You remove this outer frame right here, and I'll take this part out first so you can see the plastic better, and then I'll remove the plastic. So I'll remove it in layers for you. That's a little different. They have the French word for of. Usually they don't have that. Probably because Belle, she's French. Not a bad idea. Turn her this way. So the box style is very much, it's actually the exact same thing as the Cinderella one, where they have the ribbon untied on the back there. It's exactly the same on the other side. For the color of yellow, they actually went through lots of different types of yellow fabric, because it has the yellow. You may think you may have gotten the correct yellow, but but they have to test it on the camera to see how costumes and makeup look on the camera before they decide on the final. Because this is not theater. It's a movie, so the camera picks up different things that you may not necessarily see in real life. This is the back. Again, this beautiful, beautiful pattern. The Disney Store is proud to present the worldwide limited edition Belle doll. With carefully crafted details, this intricately designed doll captures Belle in her iconic yellow ball gown. Overlapping layers of chiffon ornament her bodice, while sparkling metallic embellishments add a gorgeous finishing touch. Chiffon, looks like a T. Chiffon tears make up her skirt, recreating the splendor and enchantment from the classic animated film, including a sculpted necklace, hair cuff, a feathered patterned shoes to match Belle's bold style. She is ready for her first dance with the Beast. Beautifully designed by Disney Store artists, this limited edition doll is a must-have for collectors and fans alike. So that's what it's called, hair cuff. That's just French. That's not uncommon, by the way, for a limited edition box to have French, so it's not just exclusively because it's set in France, the Beauty and the Beast story. Certificate of authenticity and display stand included. So here's the outer frame. Easily removable. So the pattern on here, usually, if not always, is almost exactly the same as the plastic casing. You can really see it on the top here. This part is the same design as the top part here. Yeah, I can see that the little rope styles here. I was trying to see if that was exactly the same, and it looks like they did, except these are more spaced out. So if you want to see more of the doll, but not necessarily remove her and keep her free from dust, you want to keep this plastic on and remove the outer frame if you want to see more of her. Alright, it's hard to see, but the clear plastic has been removed. Now this part on the side of the frame looks different than if you were to keep the outside frame part on. Now we can get a better look at the background. It's obviously the ballroom. Wow, look at that. Pillars, chandeliers. A little fun fact, Emma Watson loved Belle ever since she was as young as 4, maybe 5 years old. Lily James, the actress of Cinderella, also liked Belle. I didn't know that for a long time until fairly recently. And and she thinks it's because, Lily James I'm talking about, is that she used to have brown hair when she was younger. And she thinks that may have been the association with Belle, because Belle is the only brunette. Now, Elle Fanning, the one who did Princess Aurora in the Maleficent film, she loved Aurora. That was her favorite. Now, she has not natural brown hair, but she always has it blonde, even as young as when she was a girl. Now, Lily James was absolutely thrilled to play Cinderella, because that is a very classic fairy tale. And who doesn't love Cinderella anyway? Now, with this dress, if you actually look, the actual pictures, the first layer actually stops right about here, and then you got the second layer, and then the third layer. So I'm not sure why they let the first layer come down quite this far, but I might have an idea on that. So I'll show you first. I'll show you the top. See, she has feather designs on her hair cuff. And her certificate of authenticity is under the background here. Belle Collector doll. This limited edition doll, released in 2017 by Disney Store, has been carefully designed by Disney Store artists to ensure every detail was captured. We hope you will enjoy this heirloom doll for years to come. This is $1,449 of $5,500. They did also do 17-inch the wedding doll set with her and the prince, but that was very limited and obviously more expensive. They only had 500 of those produced worldwide. If you want a smaller version and cheaper, I suggest that you get the Toys R Us exclusive wedding doll set. I did a review on that one. See, the background just comes out there, just plain white. So this is the official collector's edition magazine. So you're not going to just get one story. The entire magazine is about the Beauty and the Beast. Let me show you the reference of the dress I think they may have pulled from. Alright, you see this right here? How the first layer comes all the way down, and you got this layer, this layer, this layer. That looks like was what they were copying. It even has the shimmery, sparkly, which is what the rhinestones is imitating. See that? That's what I think they had in mind. It's obviously a different dress that she's wearing in this photo. I don't know why. I know sometimes costume designers will actually produce more than one dress even. So not just playing with the fabric, not necessarily making a dress, but actually making different dresses. Even though it's not necessarily going to come to the final movie. Now her necklace here, it's sometimes called, I've seen it called Rose Tree. Like you can get, like there's several companies, including the Disney store, you can actually get this necklace for yourself. See, in one page of this magazine says, Belle's necklace is a magical version of the Tree of Life. So, I guess you can call it either one. So if you want to know more about the movie, this is definitely the magazine to get. And a full shot of the background. One other thing, when I did a review of the Gaston and Belle doll set, I mentioned that her necklace looked like keys because I didn't actually have a full view. They looked like it, but here's an actual picture of her necklace. And that's her mother's ring, which she has on her pinky. There's no design on it, they just painted it on. The only thing is a red dot right there. That's supposed to be, it looks like a red heart on the real picture. So you got the gold band all the way around and a red dot. Versus you actually have a diamond looking thing over here and another red design and then the main part. So unlike Cinderella's dress, which is huge, lots of layers, they didn't want to do the same big bulky dress with Belle's dress. They wanted it more freedom, more movement. She's on her stand right now. I trimmed her necklace. I usually like to trim the layers, anything that's realistic. Still stays in place. That's up to you if you want to do that. But that's what it looks like if you want to trim the necklace. And the designs on her skirt is supposed to kind of match the design on the ballroom floor. They went with a specific period. They did do a lot of historical accuracy and research, as Disney always does. Like I said, she's still on her stand, so I'm going to remove it. There we go. So, let's start with a basic twirl around. Ring. She's very posable, as all limited edition dolls are. Let's see how many layers she has. She has 1, 2, 3. Those are the split layers. And the actual skirt is 1. Got a lighter yellow, kind of like a smooth satin-like finish. And then we have the petticoat underneath. And her shoes. This is one of the things I love about deboxing. She has these gold feather design shoes. Look at that. It's got ties at the front. The leaves on each side, or not leaves, the feathers on each side, and so you just kind of got a plain part on the back of the heel. So these big dolls are basically bigger versions of the smaller 11-inch dolls that they make, but they do add more detail. So it is worth the price if you want bigger, more details. Got the rhinestones on her skirt. Embroidered design. See, the actual costume that you see in the movie, it's this same design on each layer, including on the skirt itself. So you would have the layers coming down, and then the same design is also on the front part of the skirt. And this is one of the things I love about this part of the dress, besides the skirt, is the bodice. It's got this ruffle look. It's actually printed on the actual dress. This on shoulder is a different, I think it's a different, an interesting different version than the animated one. I still like the off shoulder of the animated Belle, but I love so many other features about this dress. And it is neat to see your favorite iconic characters being reinterpreted in different ways. It's not always an easy task. It's so easy to point out what you may or may not like about it, but if you're in the hands of some of these costume designers, it's quite the task. So many people do please, and you know you're going to have people that are displeased with your choices, so it's part of the job. Now the back of the necklace is actually tied, just like the one that she wears. It's the same design as all goes in the very back. And look how much is on the back of her dress here, look. See, first, very two thin see-through layers, ribbon type thing. There's like the strips. Two of this type, and this part folds. Just lots of layers. Lots of layers. And her beautiful brown hair, beautifully curled. And this is what I love about her hair. It's a little different than the animated Belle. They act like braids within a bun. I love that. And each side of her face, a little bit of hairs that are shorter. They're just kind of nicely, neatly hanging there. And this is quite interesting. She's got like a gold ear decoration on just the left side of her face. And the feather design on her hair cuff. Look at that. Just beautifully, beautifully detailed. So much work. And of course her face looks very nice. So wonderful. Look at that. Very accurate and very pretty. All she needs now is to hold a rose. You can even see the freckles they captured and her brown eyes, rooted eyelashes, and the rose tree. rose tree is very, very detailed. I readjusted her necklace to make it more movie accurate, and I anchored it down with quake wax, which is a sticky wax. I just put a little bit underneath just to hold it in place. And the back was tricky because I had to carefully retie it and then trim it, but the part was getting both threads through the same knot. That's all. Don't forget to check back on my channel for more videos and check out my other videos that I've done.